Welcome back, adventurers. It is a bright December morning with some fresh rain on the ground from last night. Very much feels like Christmas because there's so many festive decorations. But what's more festive is that candy canes are making their debut back in the Disneyland Resort. They actually returned yesterday in Disneyland. We didn't come here for that, but we're actually starting off our morning with the candy canes here in California Adventure. Depending on which day will dictate where the candy canes can be purchased. This morning happens to be in California Adventure at Trolley Treats, and so we're going to show you what that process looks like if you're interested in getting some candy canes for yourself or for some gifts. And it'll be fun this morning. We get to wake up early and get to Disneyland at the crack of dawn, so what are we waiting for? Let's start the holidays and welcome to Dream Park. Early bird gets the worm, you know what they say. It's just a little bit after 5:50 that we're walking out the door, and we're gonna see how quickly we can get to the gates at the Toy Story parking lot, although we don't live far, so it shouldn't take that long. Look at this. We've arrived at the Toy Story lot, and not bad, we're only car number 3. I've never been here this early. I didn't even know this gate closed, but I guess they did close it, so suspicions are confirmed. And it is 6:02, so we're making good time. This is not Kenny's optimal time of day. He's still regaining his functions.
Park doesn't open for another 2 hours.
Here we go, the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time to open the gates. 12 minutes before schedule. We got 6:48. When we got here, there was no sun. Now it's we're getting a nice sunrise over Disneyland. This is a pleasant surprise. At least we didn't get rained on. But while we were waiting in line, all these people from like the hotels, they just came and walked across the street and took our spots in the bus line. So they're already literally like steps ahead of us. Look at all this parking. This feels weird to be here this early. It feels like a crime. But look at that sunrise. That's a nice winter sunrise you get in the December in Disneyland. This is all preferred parking, so we don't get to park right next to the buses. We had to park back there. Personally, Toy Story parking is my preferred lot of choice because the structure is just much bigger. There's more walking involved. Toy Story is just very streamlined, street access, pull right in, do security here. They do security at Mickey and Friends as well, but they do security right here really quick, hop on the bus, and then drop you off right at the gate. So I think it's my preferred choice over Mickey's. And it's usually much emptier here. I mean, the amount of cars that are in Toy Story compared to opening at Mickey's is like nothing, especially security. It's just a walkthrough.
And he's got 4 other Giants fans.
Our reservations for this morning start at California Adventure, just because that happens to be where they're doing the candy canes this morning. And Disney has a schedule where they'll post which days you can find the candy canes, whether it's on Main Street or Buena Vista Street. This morning just happens to be in California Adventure, so we're gonna start there. But make sure you get the appropriate reservation, otherwise you could be in the wrong park for that day, and then you won't be able to park hop until the afternoon when all the candy canes will be gone. This is a little view of all the people that came from the harbor side going in through security, and we get to take the fast pass line because we did security at parking. So we're beating all the crowd going through there, and some people already running over to the gates. And current time right now is 7:19. Now it's starting to trickle in a little bit more, and it shouldn't be too much long before we get to go in. So we got 7:23 on the clock, and gates are open. I see people running down Buena Vista Street already. Who knows where they're heading?
Have fun, guys. Enjoy.
Good
Hi
morning.
there.
All right, we got to leave Kenny. We got to go to Trolley Treats. Let's go. All right, so we got Kenny waiting in line right now, but this is the crowd we're dealing with. Not too bad. I mean, this is probably like 50 people in or so. The line only starts right here in front of Julia's Cats, like a little shopping window. Doesn't actually go all the way up to Trolley Treats, but we're gonna go here. Looks like they're giving out some like adding you to the virtual queue. And then you can go about your day and wait for a little callback to come and get your candy cane. So you don't have to wait in line for the whole time. The wait isn't the tough part. It's just a matter of making sure you're one of the few early people to get a candy cane, because they are limited and there's only a limit of 1 per person, so that way someone can't go buy 5. But we don't know how many they're gonna make on a daily basis. I'm sure they don't give out those numbers. So you just gotta make sure you get here early enough and just leave plenty of time. And also, while you're waiting in line for your candy cane ticket, they have this little photo op right here with a candy cane. You can stick your head through it and take some fun photo ops while you're waiting in line. So something to keep you entertained while you're waiting for those candy canes. Hi, good morning.
Yeah, how many is in your party?
2.
2?
As far as this year, it seems like it might have changed from last year based on what I heard from a cast member. When you go up to the front, they're actually just gonna get your name, your last initial, number of people in your party, and your phone number, so that way you can do a text. You'll get a text that confirms you were added to the wait list. It's not a guarantee that you'll get a candy cane, but once you get the second text, that tells you to come back to Trolley Treats, where you can then purchase a candy cane. And I feel like once you get the second text, then that's at least a confirmation, because then they're letting you know they still have some candy canes that you can go in and buy. If you have multiple people in your party, they do need to be present in order for you to get all those candy canes. You can't just go in and purchase 5 for yourself. So other than that, once you get your text, you just wait and enjoy your stay in Disneyland. And if you come right over here to this window, you can get a little sneak peek as they're making those candy canes right in front of your eyes, and they're pulling and twisting the candy canes as they come out of the little stretcher. Everyone's having a good time watching them make it. And I'll include some footage that I got as well, but I mean, check out the one that she's rolling right now. That piece is humongous. And then from that piece, they're gonna get a bunch of little smaller candy canes. Aren't you amazed that it's gonna cost you $20 to get one of those?
$20. Are they big?
About 1 foot long.
Better be tasty then.
Yeah, so what we'll do is it goes liquid onto the table, and then we'll cool it down like with triangular spatulas on the table. And then we'll cool it down to a point where we can touch it, and it'll still be in just under 200 degrees when we go to touch it. And we'll cool it down some more, and we'll cut off a baseball size for the green color stripe and softball size for the red. And then while they're mixing the colors, you'll continue to cool it down. And then when you feel comfortable with the temperature, then you'll take it to the hook and you'll pull it. And the pulling is what gets you the white. So it's the cooling and the crystallization of the sugars that cause it to go white. So we do not add any color to make the white. When it comes out on the table, it's like an amber color. Oh, because it's just sugar and corn syrup. So it's just an amber color. So it will turn white. So the white on her canes right now is from the pulling process. About 100 degrees in there, and then in front of that heater, it's anywhere between 140 and 160.
Oh, is that what they have the
heater? Yeah, it's keeping it's keeping it warm.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's still pliable so that she can pull it and add the twist into it and stuff. So she rings the bell once. That's what we would consider a perfect cane. So a perfect cane for us would be 5.25 ounces. So she rings the bell once and you cheer for her. She got a perfect cane.
Right now the time is 8 o'clock and the line is significantly shorter because it used to go all the way past the restrooms, but now it's right up here next to the fruit stand. And as far as I know, the cast member said you can still jump in line. It's kind of up in the air as to when they cut the line off. He said maybe around 8:15, but I'm sure that is a variable, so don't count on that. And then the line is still going up here. Got a few cast members helping to get everyone added to the list. And of course, lots of guests still enjoying the candy canes being made from the windows, because it's pretty fun to watch, I'm not gonna lie. Now they're done pulling this last batch of candy canes that they had, and they're beginning the packaging process on these candy canes. And from what I heard, it seems like they're going to make more as well, so they're going to package these, take a break, and then we might get to see them start from scratch and like from the very beginning where they actually get to pull the candy canes. Alright, so it looks like we got the text. Please return to the Trolley Treats within 30 minutes of receiving the message. 1 candy cane per guest. So we already got some folks lined up here because they got some text messages, and they're handing out some tickets if you have a text. So once you come in, you get these 2 blue tickets, and then you just redeem them at the cash register, and you get your candy canes. And the time right now is 9:02. We hopped in the wait list at about 7:25. So it took a little bit over an hour and a half for us to finally get a text back and actually get in line, but At least now we know that they have candy canes for us.
They are final sales.
Great. Awesome.
They look good to you?
They look pretty good. Delicious.
Okay, they don't lay flat, okay, because they are handmade, so they don't lay perfectly flat. So
Okay.
careful with that. There you go.
Great.
Guard it with your life.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
So there you have it. That was kind of the morning it took to get a candy cane here over at Trolley Treats in California Adventure. We did have to get up pretty early at the crack of dawn, and not everyone has to do that because you might be able to walk in and avoid the parking lot altogether, or you can even show up a little bit later than we did because it didn't really get busy in the parking lot until a little bit after 6:30. So once we got in the parking lot, got on the gates, got on that wait list a little bit before 7:30, took a little over an hour and a half before we got that callback text, and we were able to grab 2 candy canes. And they're $20 each. They don't qualify for pass holder discounts, so they are just regular price, final sale, they said. And hopefully it'll be worth it. We've never tried them. We've heard great things about them, and it was fun to watch them make it. They were pulled fresh off the counter for us, so we know that they were just like made this morning. The candy canes themselves are individually wrapped. They also throw on some bubble wrap as an extra like padding because they're fragile, and then they seal it with a little Mickey sticker. I also asked the cast member how long they can retain their freshness and they'll be good for, because I wanted to give mine as a gift, and so some people might not eat it right away. She asked one of the candy makers and they said up to a year, which I don't know if I really believe that, but I guess at least it lets you know that you don't have to eat them right away and they will be fresh if you decide to give them as a Christmas gift. But nevertheless, I hope you all enjoyed the video and joining us this morning at California Adventure on our candy cane hunt. Enjoy your holidays and your candy canes. Merry Christmas.